Good morning, boys and girls. Today we're going to be talking about how do we get into PearsonSuccessNet.com. Once you are signed into Google, you're just going to go up to the address bar and type in Pearson SuccessNet, PearsonSuccessNet.com. It is also on your contract. Select Enter. Once you are here, select the login and then use your username that you have for Grand Rapids Public Schools. Make sure you type in the HLE first before you type in your username, then your password, and then sign in. Once you are in, there are several things you're going to see. First of all, it should say your name up here. Then you're going to see the books that you have available to you. Over here, you'll see the Reading Street, which is grade 4. Your school is up here. You're also going to see a log out. Where we're going to be going is Explore. So you're going to select the Explore. And then it will tell you an assignment. So if you go to My Work, I have already done this assignment. Shoot, get all stuck in. Good morning, boys and girls. Today I'm going to show you how to get into our Pearson SuccessNet site for you to complete your morning work. Just go up to the address bar and type in PearsonSuccessNet.com. If you can't remember how to spell it, it is on your contract page. Press Enter or Return. You're going to go to the login, and then when you log in, make sure that you type in HLE dot and then your username for the Grand Rapids Public Schools. Your password would be the same as you used to get onto the computer. And then you select Sign In. Once you're on your Pearson SuccessNet homepage, there's a few things you're going to see. First of all, it should say hello and your name. It'll list your school up here. You'll see that's where you log out when you are finished. Over here, we'll show you which reading book you are currently on. You're at the Reading Street grade 4 level. If there are any messages, I will type them here. And then the To-Do tab is what's going to help you identify what you need to do. So if you click that, it will give you a list of the activities that you can do. What you are going to do today is you're going to go through and it'll say Unit 1, Week 4, The Horned-Toed Prince, Day 1. So you're going to select that. Once you are here, then you will see a couple tabs. You'll see one that says Get Ready to Read, and then there will be some words below it. This one has Concept Talked Video. Sometimes there will be more than one phrase. The other tab is Read and Comprehend, and again, an animation. They're going to give you an animation of what skill we're working on. This week is Author's Purpose. So if I go back to the first tab, if I wanted to listen to the video, I just would click Start. It gives me some directions, and then you can play the video.
What can we discover in the landscape of the Southwest? The Southwest is different from any other landscape.
When you're
The climate
done,
is dry.
just select the pause. Then you can either go to the other tab, select Start, and then again watch that video.
The author's purpose is the reason an author has for writing.
Again, you can pause it. Now there's something I wanted to point out to you. Once you click on the Get Start, you'll see a notebook up here. After you've watched the video, you can then respond in your journal. So if you select that, Here's a response. What can you discover in the landscape of the Southwest? So then here you would just type in and then put a response. Then when you're done, just go back. You could print it, but we don't have a printer available, so you just go to the back arrow and then back again. Once you are done here, then just close the window. And then where it says I'm done, select I'm done. Once you're there, you can go back to the home, go back to the to-do, and you can do any of the other activities. For example, there's author's purpose and probably the same video. But if there's something you're curious about, you can do any of those. If you go to your notebook, they can give you an idea of what to write about. Again, this is where you could write down what you wanted here. Just save it when you're finished. But when you are done and you are home, all you need to do is log out. Now there's one more thing I want to show you, and that's if you want to use your book. So if you select that, you're going to go to volume 1. On your Reading Street book, it will tell you what volume you are on and which selection. Once you are here, you can either go through here, like if we're in volume 1 or unit 1. The next page will give us the table of contents. Now, obviously, this page has been enlarged, so you can either make it smaller by clicking here, or you can direct the computer to make it 2 pages. Again, make it smaller so you can see. Once you're here and you've figured out where you want to go, you can simply type in the page number that you would like to begin on. And then press enter. So I'm going to make that smaller still. So I can use this and then read this by myself, just clicking on the page numbers as I go, the arrows. Or I can ask the computer to read it for me by going to the hippopotamus and then press the start button.
Genre. Trickster tales tell about animals who outsmart bigger and stronger creatures. As you read, compare and contrast the exploits and adventures of the toad in this classical tale with the fox in the traditional tale, The Fox and the Grapes. The Horned Toad Prince by Jackie Mims Hopkins, illustrated by Michael Austin. Question of the week. What can we discover in the landscape of the Southwest?
Once it is finished reading, then you'll have to change the page by clicking the arrow. And then when you want it to begin again, press the start button.
Reba Jo loved to twang her guitar and sing while the prairie wind whistled through the thirsty sagebrush.
Okay, so you just pause it that way. Once you are finished, you can close that and then go up and close that, and you're back home again. That is how you use a Pearson SuccessNet site. Now make sure you log out so the person who logs in next will not be in your name. And the other site that you might use is Front Row. So you would type in frontrowed.com. You would go to Student Sign In. And you would log in. Let me log out so I can show you. You would put your first name and your last name. And then the class code is KANU-J and click continue. Once you are here, you will see assignments that I have selected, or you may go ahead and do an ELA assignment. Here, there are a couple ways to do this. You could do a word study, which will talk about prefixes and suffixes. Or you could do a skills practice. So maybe it's making connections, inferencing, main ideas, word choice, text structure, or point of view. Or you can read an article. Here you have a choice of all kinds of articles that you are interested in reading. But today what we're going to do is we're going to focus on word study. And according to my test, they said I needed to study the Y, the LY, and the ILY suffixes. So I'm going to begin there. So now, here is my question. Fill in the blank. To be blank, you must work hard. So to be fairness, to be successful, to be thoughtless, or to be thankfulness. Now, if I'm not sure, I could ask the computer to read it for me.
Fill in the blank. To be blank, you must work hard.
So when I look at these choices, I'm sure it has to work hard does not mean I need thoughtlessness. Or I might be thankfulness, but I think the best choice would be successful. And then it'll tell me what I need to do. So now I need to sort words together if they have the same suffix. Remember, a suffix is part of a word that is at the end of the word. So kindness goes here. Weightless would go here. Successful would go here. Comfortless. Graceful. Graceful. Didn't go up there. All right. Firmness. Hopeful. Brightness. And then, all right. So now they're going to go ahead and give me some lessons about
Let's learn about the suffixes Y, LY, and ILY. The suffix Y turns a noun into an adjective, like the word sunny. The suffix ly turns an adjective into an adverb, like the word quickly.
Okay, so you get the idea. I'm just going to go back home, so I'm going to exit. Once I am here, you could go to math, you could go to any assignments. You also will find out how many coins you have. You can also go to the piggy store when you have it. It tells me how many assignments are. It also tells me who earned the most coins for today. So when you are finished, you would just log out, and then you're finished with front row. So boys and girls, the idea is that we are going to be practicing with the computer using many different places. We're going to be going to Wonderopolis. We're going to be going to Front Row, Pearson SuccessNet. We are also going to be doing Spelling City. You need to become familiar with how to move from one address to another. I hope you found this helpful. Talk to you soon.